Friends and clients, happy Sunday or whatever day you see this. I'm going to deliver one of the most important market updates that I've delivered in quite some time, which is why you're seeing me on video. You're getting me in a t-shirt. As a matter of fact, I'm in a Sagewood Homes t-shirt. Dustin Entz builds an incredible custom luxury home. Check him out on Instagram, Sagewood Homes. So I'm going to walk you through what this graph, this map on my screen is doing. And I'm going to answer the question, is the market crashing? I had a previous email where I said, hey, I think the market is not crashing. I think it's healing. I will reiterate quickly that I don't think it's crashing. I think it's healing. But I just got received, what is the best word here? My April data, year-to-date data. It's May 1st, and I've got some time to deliver some context. I think you need to see this. Folks, a couple of articles hit, and you will hear two, not one, but two dogs in the background for this video. This is Theo. You guys see Max, the tripod, my three-legged Max. This is his best friend, Theo, who's about 1/4 his size, maybe even 1/5. So he's going to jingle around. An article was released by Realtor.com in the last on May 14th. Home sellers are pricing too high and not listening to the market. Experts warn. Is this true? Well, let's find out. We had follow-up news from Redfin this week. The U.S. housing market has nearly 500,000 more sellers than buyers, the most on record. That will likely cause home prices to fall. Well, what is going on? Let's talk about this, guys. If you're getting ready to sell your home, if you're planning on selling your home in the next 12 months, this will be, in Spanish, I have a Spanish interpretation degree. I would always say sumamente importante, extremely important. If you're a buyer, it's extremely important because it's going to shape the way that we offer for you if we represent you as a buyer, right? Or the way that you offer. So on this screen, guys, I'm going to give this to you in English. That's great English. I'm going to give this to you in English. We have something right here. I'm going to show you this chart, and this is what's called an absorption rate. Okay? It's the number of months of available housing in the market. I want you to pay attention to something. This is where it was in January of 24. And it went up, 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 up. And then it was interesting. From October to January, it fell. And I think it's because there was a lull in people listing their home. January, February, March, April. Guys, we have gone in the last year from 12 months ago, 1,661 active listings to 2,229 active listings. And I promise you it'll be more tomorrow on Monday. The market is shifting. And what's happening is a combination of interest rate fatigue, high home prices, an economy that has been dealing with crazy inflation for a very long time, even though yesterday we got the inflation report from the Federal Reserve. It is way down, best inflation numbers we've seen in at least several years. And so what happens is when we see inventory increase like this, and then you get this it's a sociological dynamic with buyers. Consumers do things in herds. Remember in 21 when you started finding out that people were bidding $10,000 and $20,000 and $30,000 above the asking price? Well, when one buyer hears that, other buyers hear that, and then thousands of buyers hear that, and then it shapes behavior. Well, behavior is being shaped a different way. I received an offer today, and our sellers will watch this video, I'm sure. On a home, it's listed for just over, $1.1 million, kind of in the $1.1 million range. They received an offer. The folks were asking for a $20,000 interest rate or at least concession, buy down, closing cost credit. We're going to see more and more of this. So what's happening is this is putting downward pressure on prices. Well, how much? Well, let's look at something here. I think this is kind of fascinating. Right now, our median home sales price year over year, okay, year to date, our median sales price is down by 0.07%. That's not much. However, our average sales price is down by 5%. Why is this actually extra important? It's extra important because the average is made up of the low to the high, right? It's the average. It's not the middle. The median's the middle. The average is down by 5%, and here's what's wild. It's down by 5% with homes selling in the last 90 days for $7 to $10 million. Sales prices that would inflate the average. And even with sales prices that are inflating the average is down by 5%. There is downward pressure on home prices. Jeremy, how much are home prices going to go down this year? Is this a crash? Well, remember that in 2007 and 8, let's go back to this page right here. Remember in 2008 that we had a meltdown because people were purchasing homes that they didn't actually qualify for. They were getting into what we call liar loans. A liar loan is like, hey, what do you make? What do you earn? I earn $250,000, right, honey? It's called stated income, a liar loan. Okay, you can say whatever you wanted. And so people were purchasing homes they didn't qualify for, and they would buy them on interest-only loans, and then the interest rate would bump up, or a what do we call here? There's a term here. This is so crazy that my brain is not remembering this term right now. Adjustable rate mortgage. And then the rate would adjust, and people would say, I can't afford this anymore. And then the entire economy imploded, as we know. Well, the difference today is that homeowners, by and large, across America have gobs of equity, and they're fully qualifying for the loans that they are in, the mortgages that they are in. But I want to remind you, I want to wrap up with something. Utah is number 3 in the country for home price reductions. Number 1 was Arizona, right down this hill from us, so to speak. Number 2 was Florida. Number 3, Utah. Tied for 4th, Oregon and Nevada and Colorado and Texas and so forth. Number 3 in home price reductions. What does this really mean? Well, what this means is sellers, we have to choose a price that will cause buyers to clamor for your home ahead of all the other homes, right? So what price should we choose that will cause buyers to choose your home, right? Rather than you being the marketing tool for the other homes in your neighborhood. You really like your neighbors, but you don't want them to win this battle. Buyers, I don't think we're crashing, but you have some leverage right now. And so it kind of cuts both ways, right? So as you go to market, if you're not working with the Larkin Group, I encourage you to go to your real estate professional and say, give me the unvarnished truth. I need the unvarnished truth. Don't give me any of this like, oh, I'm sure we could get X for your home. You need the unvarnished truth. So you can get to Salt Lake or Boise or Texas or across town or to the job transfer or closer to the grandkids or wherever you need to be, right? Because there is downward pressure on pricing. There are way more, 500,000 more sellers than buyers, and it will make it a little more tricky to sell. Final thought. Well, should we even sell now? Maybe we'll wait. Well, the market's is up for like 15, 14 years. So I wouldn't anticipate that this is a 6 to 12 month cycle. This could be a 3 to 5 year cycle. We don't know, right? So make decisions with the long term in mind, not banking that the market's going to turn around in a year and be better. And remember, if you purchased a home in 20 or before, you have a ton of equity, and likely you have equity if you bought it before 2021. Guys, please DM me if you have questions. You can email me, you can text me. We will happily have conversations with you. Like, guys, without obligation. I cannot express that enough. We just want you to make great decisions and have a great experience and get where you and your family need to go. Over now.